Giving us your name and your job role and what you're doing now, please.
My name's Stuart Hepburn. I'm a screenwriter and actor. I've been screenwriting and acting for about 30 years. For the past 4 years I've been working at the University of the West of Scotland as teaching screenwriting, performance, and I'm the programme leader of the new contemporary screen acting programme, which is all very exciting.
Could you tell me then how you first came to be a screenwriter?
I went to university, and in my final year at university I got involved in drama, and then we were doing a play and we needed the play rewritten, and I rewrote it. And then I just started writing some sketches, and then I was fortunate enough to be asked to write a show for the Tron, and then the show for the Tron became a wee play that I wrote for television. So it kind of just gently, gradually developed.
And did you get any particular training to help you on that journey, or were you just constantly developing yourself?
I guess I was always interested in communication. So my degree was in politics and sociology. So I was very interested in how people communicated with one another. But I never ever got any structured training as such. And so because of that I could kind of take my own time. You know, it was about a 10-year process for me to become a full-time screenwriter.
So over that 10 years, what do you think you learned as you progressed?
Goodness me. I suppose what I learned was that when you're a screenwriter, you're working for a committee, you can have all the great ideas in the world, but you've got somebody who's funding it, you've somebody who's directing it, somebody who's producing it, and really you have to really keep them in the loop. So you can never be the full master of your own creativity, I suppose. And so what I really learned was to maybe think before opening my mouth at meetings is what I finally managed to learn.
And what would you say are the personal qualities that you need to be a screenwriter?
Tenacity, imagination. I think I used to say that I had to have the skin of a rhino and the heart of a poet. You know, so it's a sort of Janus-based idea that you're two things. So you have to be very sensitive in terms of your imagination, but quite robust in taking criticism.
And what's the most rewarding part of what you do?
What I do now, which is I more or less turn myself into an academic, a performance and screenwriting academic. The most rewarding thing is just seeing students graduate and realising that you just managed to move them a little bit further on in their lives. It's very rewarding indeed.
What would you say are the downsides, if there are any?
I think that the industry's in a state of flux. There are no long-term jobs anymore, and if I was to tell my students, you will walk out of here and you will have a job for life, it's not going to be that way. So the downside is that we're as part of the economic downturn has meant that it's impacted on the creative industry's jobs. So the idea that my students won't automatically get a job, even the best ones, is not good. But what I like to think is that although I'm teaching creativity and I'm teaching all sorts of aspects of the creative industries, what I'd like to think is that I managed to arm them with the sort of skills that are transferable to other areas of work as well. Everyone should be creative in their work, and you know, everyone should take part in some sort of imaginative use of their talents. And so I'd just like to think that I can shove them a wee bit further down the road to use those, whether they manage to get in the creative industries or not.
And what advice